Before you buy the Radiant Health 2.5 model, here's everything you need to know. I'm Matt. I've tested over 40 saunas in the last 7 years, and the real world performance of saunas is often very different from the marketing. My goal today is simple. If you're looking at the Radiant Health E2.5 for the Black Friday sale or just on a regular basis, you should know how it actually performs and whether or not it fits your space and your goals. When I first started, I wasted money on saunas that I found online, but they just didn't perform when I got them installed in my home. I don't want anyone else making these same mistakes, so let's get into the details.
We've been doing a lot of reviews lately, and I've been waiting for us to get to Radiant Health, specifically this model, because this might be the best model on the as an option for Black Friday. But I want to break it down into build quality, sweat, the size fitment, and then the final verdict for if this is right for certain types of people and if it's wrong for other types of people. As far as build quality goes, Radiant Health across the board has a pretty high standard for those things. And you've had them, you've had how many models from Radiant Health?
Oh gosh, I've lost count now. I think 5.
So 4? A few of them.
Yeah, let's go through it. Very first one that I ever bought was a 2-person. That was many years ago. I don't have that one anymore. Second one that I got was in Maine, which is the corner. Third one was the 1-person. That was really just for me to check out, but it was for my mom. Fourth one was the 2.5 because I wanted something bigger and, wanted to be more comfortable with a spouse or something sitting side by side. And I've had a lot of them. I've experienced a lot of them.
So across the board, and I do want to talk specifically about the 2.5, but across the board as a brand, You've enjoyed the brand overall, right?
It's hands down my favorite. They're awesome. They don't break. Build quality is good. Installation is easy. Look at the installation videos that I have on the playlist on YouTube, and then go Google some installation videos for some other companies. Absolute nightmare to put the other ones together. Piece of cake, for these. People underestimate what that's like. They're like, oh, well, we'll just hire a handyman to do it. The guy's there for 8 hours. The thing's not put together right. You could have just bought a Radiant Health, put it together with a friend in an hour or two, and they just look better, work better, everything. These saunas are not difficult to put together. You wouldn't know that unless you put together a bunch of other ones. And if you did, you'd probably be cussing yourself by the time you got done with it. Whereas these... we just wanted to show how straightforward it is. It's a process anybody can follow. The install videos are free on YouTube, and you should check them out before you buy so that you know exactly what you're getting into. That's what I wanted somebody else to do for me, which is why we made those.
Looking at that sauna online, I would think you'd need at least 3 people to put it together. I think you could easily get by with 2 people. I think that's not a big ask.
Yeah, if you're elderly, we've got the Facebook group with 35,000 people in there. A bunch of them have this sauna. And so I watch the feedback. The only thing that I notice is if you're older or elderly or something like that, maybe some of the panels are going to be heavy to you and you might think you'd need, 2 or 3 people. But for most people, for me, I carry the panels around by myself for the most part. I just don't want to damage anything. So I need another extra set of hands to do things like put the roof on or attach the first corner with the back wall because it's so long. I can't just hold everything myself. On a 1-person sauna where I can, basically wrap my arms around the whole thing, it's not that big of a deal. I put them together, carry them, transport them myself. But for 2.5, definitely recommend need more than 1 person.
Radiant Health, as you mentioned before, is known for pretty high standards on every front. Actually, I would say some of the highest standards in the industry. But as far as build, the material, like the build quality, the materials, the wood, any smells, off-gassing, what do you see from the E2.5?
One of the best in the industry, man. When it comes to smells, off-gassing, these are like some of the cleanest saunas on the market. We put chemically sensitive people in there, people with MCAS, allergies, all kinds of stuff. You're not going to get much that's cleaner than this. As far as EMF, you can't touch it. There's nothing else on the market that is as low as these, both magnetic and electric fields. They removed, everything from this thing. They've just done a stellar job. Wood quality is great. It's a good blend of, in the large saunas, like the 4-person, the walls not being too heavy, versus still having good quality, great sanding, good wood grain. You put them together, they look stellar, in the room. Looks like a piece of high-end furniture. The other thing is the reliability. They just don't break. Everyone's worried about warranty and stuff. I say buy a Radiant. You don't need the warranty. None of mine have had any issues, and I've transported one of them 1,500 miles across the country in a U-Haul, put it together after it got rattled to death. No issues. Moved it 3 or 4 times since then. Still working. And the one that you had me put camera mounts in and stuff, beat that one up. Still rock solid. None of the others have been that reliable.
So build quality is good, but none of that matters unless it has good heat quality. Because that's the biggest thing that I've noticed with saunas with you is if you're sitting in there and it's not working, it doesn't matter how pretty it looks or how the specs looked online or how heavy the walls were. If you don't sweat in it, what's the point of it? Mm-hmm. So for the Radiant Health E2.5, what's the heat performance like? Is it heat up pretty fast, or how does all that?
The best. Doesn't get much better. Look at it on the flare gun. Go look at the videos. It has the most heat coverage of pretty much anything on the market, especially the 2.5, because it has a front wall heater directly in front of each person, not just one little area. It's got heaters in the floor. It's got leg heaters that go all the way down to the floor. It's got calf heaters underneath the bench. It's got gigantic surround rear heaters that just encapsulate your body in far infrared. And the only one in the industry that I know of, it has heaters in the bench, and you can turn them off and on. It's great for people that want to lay down or put their legs up because you're still getting heat coverage from the underside. And why that matters is if you look at FLIR footage from a competing brand with no heaters, the bench is blue. The bench is cold. So when you lay down, you're only getting like half the heat that you normally would as if you were sitting in your normal spot. With the Radiant Health, that's not true. You're still getting heat from the underside. And so we use the Radiant Health saunas for people that are health challenged also because they're able to sweat at a low temperature or lower temperature. Part of the reason for that is because of the heat coverage. But the reason we do that is so we don't overtax their nervous system. So if somebody has health challenges, if somebody has, is older or had some knee replacements or, all this different stuff, the needs are endless, right, for heat therapy. We love to use the Radiant Health saunas because they can tailor their experience to something that their body tolerates very well. And then when they become more heat adapted, all you got to do is turn it up a little bit and you will be sweating buckets. It's my favorite, it's definitely my favorite sauna on the market still to this day. It heats up in 20, 25 minutes. It heats up quick for the size of it. I mean, it's a big sauna. So usually those take like an hour to preheat, but I can get a good session in, just preheat it, 20, 25 minutes. I could jump in it not preheated too and be sweating in 20 minutes, which is kind of cool. Yeah, it's a 20 amp sauna. It does require a dedicated 20 amp line, but it's good because that power supply is matched with the cubic footage. I mean, it's a larger sauna, but if it's preheated, you're sweating in 8 to 12 minutes, which is hard to do in a sauna that big with not a lot of preheat time. The heat feels great too. I mean, it feels even, feels strong. Your body's surrounded. That's why when people lower the temperature, they still sweat because you can't get away from the radiant heat.
So the size and fitment of this is a true 2-person, right? Could you fit 3 people in there?
It's bigger than a 2-person. This is a big sauna. You could fit 3 people in there if you wanted to, but I like to think about it as you've got 2 feet on each side for, 2 full-size adults. You won't be sweating all over each other, shoulder to shoulder. And then you've got a foot between you guys for water bottle, towels, just personal space. If one person, wants to turn sideways and put their knee up or something like that, if you're using it by yourself, unless you're super tall, you can pretty much lay out in this thing. If you see, I've got some YouTube videos where it's me having a coffee and I've got shoes on and my feet are up and I'm laying I'm kind of stretched out in a sauna. It's this one. So it's one of the most comfortable models that I have found that still has really good heat performance. Meaning it doesn't take 2 hours for it to heat up, doesn't have big cold spots, still got front heaters for both people on both sides. It's probably my favorite configuration.
And it seems like while it is spacious inside, the actual footprint of the sauna isn't overwhelming. Like it doesn't seem like when you put it in a room, it doesn't seem like it eats up the whole space in the room.
No, but I mean, it's pretty big. You need 5 or 6 feet of width in order to fit this thing. It's going to be 3 or 4 feet deep. It's got a decent, footprint. It doesn't leave me wanting anything bigger. It's like for me, it's the perfect blend of like, I've got tons of space inside. So I feel like I can sit any which way that I feel like that week or day or whatever. But it also still works really well. So I'm not compromising performance just to have like some huge family sauna. But I don't want to wait 2 hours for one of those to heat up. So it still performs well like a smaller sauna, but it gives me the space to have flexibility, seating position, use it with a spout, do whatever you want. It's the ultimate blend, work really well. I mean, what else could you ask for? Super high safety standards. It's awesome.
So as far as fitment for people, if someone's looking for like this is the right sauna for you as a customer because of your size wants, your space wants. For someone else, is this a good fitment for somebody who's going to put it in a garage? Is this a good fitment for somebody who wants to have, if they have 3 people in their house, probably not the sauna for them, right? I'm just trying to get an idea of if someone right now is looking at these, they are on sale right now during Black Friday. If they were like, man, I want to pull the trigger on this, but I don't know if I should get the, E4H or I should get the E2.5.
Mm-hmm.
There is a price difference, so keep that in mind. But besides price, as far as fitment goes, who is this like ideal for?
Man, this is ideal for anybody who wants a sauna that's large enough to use with a partner or 2 parents and a child, or just somebody who wants to be really comfortable when they don't use it with their spouse. And they can, if you're a female and you want to lay down, this should be plenty big enough for you to lay down, whether your legs are bent or not. It's just the overall best blend that I've found of great performance, but still a large sauna that gives you flexibility and comfort. Some people have sciatica or different types of back pain that it doesn't leave them very comfortable when they sit in certain positions, and they really like having the space or the option to like bring in seat cushions or, sit with one leg in a weird spot or arched up or, all kind. I've seen everything. The other thing is, you don't have to just take it from me. In the Certified Sauna Community, there's 35,000 group members. A lot of them have this sauna. A lot of them post about it. Most of them will tell you they wish they would have bought a little bit bigger one until they get to a size like this. So most people that buy a 1-person wish they would have bought a 2. Most people that buy a regular 2-person wish they would have bought a 2.5. And a lot of the feedback from thousands of group members is just that. I wish I would have bought the next size up. The thing that I see is that hardly anyone buys a 2.5 or a 3 and says that. It's always the ones that buy something smaller. So that kind of screams to me, without them saying it, hey, this is kind of like the best of all worlds in terms of size. It's not, you don't need 8 feet in a room, to fit it. It can still fit in most, rooms comfortably. So that's my take on the size and fit.
So right now there are sales and everything. Is there a pretty big discount for Black Friday? Do you know, actually another question I have that I know everybody's going to have, is this for Radiant Health? Is it while supplies last? Or are they running that sale like through the end of the month? So whoever puts the orders in before the end of the month, or how is their sale working?
Yeah, it's $800 off any sauna till the end of the month. It's Black Friday month with them. You use code MJ800. It's a different code other times of the year, but for Black Friday, it's MJ800. And though the sale runs for the entire month, obviously it's only on the inventory they have. So if there's one particular model or something that sells out, even though the sale is still running, that's pretty much it for those. They're not going to extend it to the 2026 inventory. So when they replenish, especially with, I think we should have mentioned this in other videos. I don't know what all this tariff stuff is doing, but I feel like every year it's increasing prices for us. So I think some of that is affecting all the companies, not just this one. That should be a blanket statement, nothing to do with just these guys. But code MJ800 will get you $800 off any model till the end of the month, Black Friday month sale, and it is while they have the inventory. So if you want a particular model, I would definitely snag it if they're available now. And they changed it. You don't have to call anymore to get a price. The prices are right on the website. All you do is go to the website, use the link in the description, and then at checkout, enter in code MJ800. It'll automatically apply that to the cart, and then that'll get you the best discount you can get. And you can order it right there. They'll call you within 48 hours for a concierge call and follow up with you personally, which is pretty neat. But you don't have to do name and email like some of the other companies. They used to do that, but they quit. So now you can check everything out right on the website.
Before everybody sees this video, I would probably go, if you were on the fence about buying a 2.5, I would probably go put that in your cart.
If you're interested in one of these, or you think that, you know, this is a good fit for you, I don't say it often, but just buy it. This is the one. I've used a lot of saunas, and this one never leaves me wanting. Doesn't leave me lacking in anything. Happy with it. So reliable. Works perfect. Let me put it to you this way. If other companies would model their heater layout and design after this, I would be saying their saunas are amazing too. If that's, I don't know what's taking them so long. I've been doing this for like 7 years, so it's not that difficult to observe what's good in the industry and make your products better. Hint, hint, hint. But we'll leave that one for another day. Overall, I'd recommend this sauna to anyone who's looking for a little bit larger sauna to use with a spouse, family, just echoing everything that we said throughout the video. It's just awesome. You don't have to take it from me. Check out the Certified Sauna Community on Facebook, 35,000 people. A lot of them have this sauna. All of them love it. It's amazing. My favorite sauna. It's great. So that's the real world performance and my overview of the Radiant Health E2.5. If you want to compare it to other models or sizes, check out the Black Friday deals and reviews on the channel. Hope this makes your assessment of the E2.5 a little bit easier, and happy holidays. We'll see you in the next one.